My mom could never cook fucking fried anything for shit because she never understood. You put it in like a fry daddy or whatever.
Right. She was doing like a pan fry.
It's just a pan fry. So it'd be like, oh, I've breaded this piece of chicken lazily.
Okay.
Then I'm going to flip it in the frying pan, and it's hitting the metal skillet. The breading's rubbing right off.
You can pseudo bake like breaded meat, and it kind of looks like fried, but it's not exactly.
It's not the same. Better. It's not infused with the fatty goodness.
It's a little better than the pan fry, but
fatty goodness is good.
Yeah, it looks like fucking Robert Duvall's hair. It's just bald patches with the breading missing when you when you do it that way.
Not how it's done.
So we'd get these quote unquote breaded livers that were just fucking fried liver. It looked like literally you're pulling cat shit out of the box. Like that's what liver was to me. It was like the crunchy. I'm sorry, liver was that. It was like crunchy litter on top of a cat turd.
You either fry it at like a sick hot temperature, you like slow cook that mother, and then it's just gonna be.
I love fried beef liver. It's so good.
Really, just saying I'm eating an organ meat, I feel like a ghoul.
Liver is so delicious. Oh, like deer liver. So deer liver is money.
I had this, and the entire sandwich. I'm not gonna say it was a bad sandwich. It was pretty good, but the entire time, you're eating it and you're thinking like, I don't want to taste the meat here. Like, I want to enjoy this in spite of the liver within. So I'm enjoying this breading.
Oh.
And the fact that the liver really doesn't taste like anything, I'm like, that's what makes it good. And at the very end, some of the breading peeled off, and I just got a chunk of real liver with no breading. Fucking took me right back to my childhood. I'm just like, you know what? Liver still sucks balls. Fuck this entire sandwich. This is as good as liver's. This is as good as liver's ever going to taste, and it still eats my dick hole.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So if you want the best liver you're ever gonna have, go to Black Sheep and get the fucking chicken liver sub. I forget its name. They're all called like the USS Virginia, the USS Manassas, shit like that. They're named after actual ships, I guess.
Are there a lot of hot Navy men there?
No. A lot of fat people eating subs. But for me, liver, it's the worst goddamn thing I've ever had. Wow. And this is where you guys join in with your least favorite foods. And that should have been smoother, but I don't care. Just put it out there.
I think I just had my least favorite like a couple of days ago, but I can't remember what it was because I usually like so many different kinds of foods. I don't mind them.
Yeah.
I had some really bad shepherd's pie.
Fuck you,
that's
delicious.
Hard. No, like
Normally
that's hard to
it's
make.
Delicious.
That's hard to make.
No,
actually,
it's not. It's just ground beef.
That was one my mom could whip out. Yeah, really easily.
I'm sorry. It's
Mashed
easy to
potatoes.
fuck up. It's easy to fuck up. I've had it fucked up before. Like
All
people,
right.
if they don't do it right, it tastes terrible.
How? How do you fuck it? It's literally just like
I don't
fried
know.
beef. Then you put a layer of mashed potatoes on it, and then cheese. I mean, my mom made the lazy fuck version.
Yeah.
And
Don't get me
there's
wrong.
a layer of corn or peas on there too.
Oh, now you're just disgusting.
I'm just.
Do you have a food though that you're just like, I don't know how you could prepare this where it would go down in a way pleasing to me?
I could give you like a bunch of Russian foods, but you have no idea what I was talking
Explain.
about.
Explain.
Okay,
Eat some time.
There's this one Russian food called shoba selyotka v shobe, which is basically pickled herring.
Oh, delicious.
No, she's right. This is gross.
With beets.
You're wicked and evil and wrong, Howard.
Like a mayonnaise beet layer on top, and then like this gelatin and like meat layer on top of it.
This is like something they'd make on fucking Jackass, and they'd feed it to Steve-O, and he would vomit. He would vomit until the capillaries in his eyeballs burst, and he looked like the devil for a week.
They'll like gather around
That is
the dinner
disgusting.
table.
That is disgusting.
We have some selyotka v shobe.
I love pickled herring.
Are you
so.
fucking kidding me?
You're talking to an
it's-
Asian, all right? Like, what
When
don't
you
I fucking
translate that,
eat?
I don't know. Good
when
food.
you translate what I just said, it's pickled herring in a fur coat. Like, why do you want to say that?
Oh, that sounds so gross. That reminds me of a fucking Greek fish dish my dad once cooked. And it was just like, literally on his plate was a fish head with all the bones and the tail intact. Like, you know when a fucking cat eats a fish in a cartoon?
Oh my
and he
God.
pulls it out of his mouth by the tail? That's what was on my dad's plate.
Dude, I remember the first time I went over to a white person's house, and they served a fish without the head. I'm like, where's the fish? I don't see a head.
Weren't
I
you
didn't
just
realize.
talking about this?
We talked about this last episode, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm just like, what are you talking about, John? The head is the best part.
Oh my God. No, it's so, I remember, and I literally said, he worked hours making this dish for himself. My mom like fucking made us mac and cheese for the millionth time
Nice.
that week. And I'm just like, if you don't get that away from the table, I'm going to vomit. And we rarely ate as a family. Like we just always ate as fucking bums. You know, like the way you'd feed an animal? Like you just dump out the cat food and the various cats in the house eat at various times. And they're just like, I'm hungry now. That's how we ate. This was a big thing. We actually came together and I'm like, if you don't get that off the table, I'm going to vomit. And
Dude.
he's like, fuck you. Do not say that about my Greek food, you piece
Yeah.
of white shit. And that's pretty much what he said. Dude. He was like,
That's
dude.
what you get.
Yeah. And I literally, within 30 seconds, stand up and start barfing uncontrollably all over myself right at the table. And I was
my
like,
God.
I told you I wasn't kidding. I remember saying that as I like walked to the bathroom to wipe myself off. And he
Hey.
fucking didn't even flinch. He just ate it.